I'm Sharryn Dotson here at the Penwell booth at PowerGen International. I'm here with Lincoln Bleveans, Power Resource Manager with Burbank Water and Power. Now, Lincoln, you just spoke at two sessions actually today, one with Nuclear Power International, one with PowerGen, and you were speaking about kind of a different energy storage process. Can you just expand a little bit upon that for people who weren't at the sessions?
Sure. What we're looking at, Burbank Water and Power, is investigating compressed air energy storage, which is a process of long duration, large capacity storage, where you use excess energy to compress air into a cavern underground, and when you need the energy, you can release the air and run it through a modified gas turbine to make electricity.
Okay. And during your session, you were kind of saying that this could be a way to help offset the intermittency of renewables, or at least that's kind of what Burbank Water and Power is looking into. Mm-hmm. How do you feel this could kind of be used just industry-wide? I know you were also saying it would help with baseload power. We were talking about some of the plants that are shutting down.
Yeah.
How could this be used industry-wide?
I think it has a couple of uses. In terms of intermittency, it's a great way to store renewable energy, intermittent renewable energy, and release it on a predictable, dispatchable basis. So it really turns renewable energy into something that looks a lot more like a natural gas plant, for example. At the same time, at least in California, we're starting to see a lot of overgeneration in the middle of the day from solar production. And when we think about baseload plants, we could use compressed air energy storage to store that excess power generation during the day, and by so doing, allow a nuclear plant, a coal plant, a big natural gas plant to stay online and not have to turn down as much.
Now, also during the session, a lot of talk was about the market prices and kind of how they are affecting operations, specifically of nuclear power plants. Mm-hmm. We're seeing a lot of nuclear plants are announcing they're having to shut down. So would compressed air storage, would that kind of help even with the market prices? You say it helps with making renewables a little easier to integrate into the grid. Would that also kind of affect prices in a way?
Probably not. Compressed air energy storage, a lot like pumped hydro, is really a creature of geology. You have to have a very specific site with very specific characteristics, and as a result, you really can't put these things everywhere. So I think it would probably affect power pricing in the local area or in the local market, but probably not on a larger basis.
I see. And so one of the places you mentioned that you are looking is at the Intermountain Power Plant, which is a coal-fired power plant in Utah, but they're actually looking to convert that over to natural gas.
That's correct.
But you did mention there's basically a huge salt deposit that's underneath the plant, and that's kind of why you're looking there for the compressed air storage, for the potential compressed air storage, I should say.
Yeah, it's really an incredible site. There is about 10,000 feet of salt underground, 4,000 feet of rock, and then 10,000 feet of salt. So it makes it an ideal place to build to hydromine these caverns. At the same time, because there's a 1,900 megawatt coal plant there, you've got all the infrastructure, and you have a direct current line, a big DC line that goes from there down into the LA basin, which is where the demand is.
Okay. So it sounds like just all around it's a pretty ideal place. You've got things already in place to kind of help it along.
It really is. It's an ideal place for industrial activity, but power generation in particular, they're very good at it out there.
Okay. Well, thank you, Lincoln, for your time. I do appreciate it. And be sure to tune in for more on our video show dailies coming up the rest of the week.